Hello, everybody. Now we are, yes, the 10th of February, and yes, it's freezing in New Jersey.
It's
We
cold.
were lucky, though. Parts of it got really a lot of snow and sleet and frost and freezing, and we've been pretty fortunate. Only thing that wasn't fortunate is Dawn is sick now, which is bad because that's the train that drives. I'm a caboose. Don't add anything to it. Caboose ain't got no power here. But Alexis is home. She doesn't feel well. Shorty's still here. Jacob's got a cough, but I think he's okay. So we're on the mend. We're on the mend. Um, nice nice webinars this weekend. Uh, Different themes. Well, pretty much the same theme, and it went very well. Uh, Most of it was, stay the course. Let's stay behind our unbelievable CEO who's done all the heavy lifting for us. We definitely have compassion for each other. We know that it's not easy. It's not easy everywhere, and some people suffer more than others, without a doubt. I never try to tell somebody I know how you feel. Yeah, most of the time we don't. Um, but I have empathy for people that are going through a lot of stuff, and then sometimes I'll look at my life and what's going on, and well, we didn't plan this, we didn't plan that, but life happens. But then I look and say, I see other people's lives, and I go, oh my gosh, they have it so much worse than me. I tell myself, don't even say anything. You you're blessed compared to actually the really scary thing. No matter how bad it is for me, billions, over 7 billion people probably have it worse. And that's scary. I don't care what, I mean, imagine having people sick, people dying, and on top of that, you don't have any water or any food or any shoes for your feet, maybe no shelter. That's what I love about the company. I'm making another video that emphasizes the humanity of the company, not the products, not so much the products. Of course, they're the fuel of the company. You need gas. What's gas? Commissions. We all need gas. I want high octane gas, okay? I want everybody that watches us to get high octane gas. Thank you, Narelle. Norelli. Oh, yeah, there's something I got to tell you about Narelle, okay? Now, I got to watch how I say this because I only want certain people to get it. But she did a demo. We weren't sure what one of the people's name was in trivia, and she did a demonstration to express what his name was. And I want to tell you, I'm glad my grandchildren weren't in the room. Okay, that's all I want to say to that. I just want to make her laugh. Anyway, so
It's not even
what?
hump day.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way: Humphrey Bogart was the name. How she explained it is one thing. Um, anyway, I'm doing another video about a company that is so powerful. It's overwhelming. People say, "Well, you're not going to change it. You're not going to change everything." You don't focus on that. You shoot for the stars, and if you land on a planet, you're still better off than you were. It's the thought of moving forward, taking care of our brothers and sisters. And I know God's watching this world, and I'm sure there's sometimes he's not smiling because the little bit I see, it's very sad. Wouldn't you like to be part of something that at least as he scans this planet, he sees a good thing happening? There's a lot of good things that happen, but as a group, as an ideology where we're all like-minded. We all want to do the same thing. It's hard to concentrate on other people when you have aches and pains. And I don't mean physical aches and pains. I mean maybe you're struggling to pay bills. You can't turn on your heat. You're sick and you have no money for insurance. I'm saying once we get our aches and pains taken care of, where your cabinets are full, you're not thinking about money because you have enough, working on abundance so that you can give to others. That is so powerful that at that time, we'll be able to uplift humanity. You know, how many people's lives I'm going to change? I don't know. But if it's one more checked off. And if they do one, that's two. And I believe if we all touch the world with this business that we're in, the ripple effect will definitely make an impact. You know how they say you can see um, the Great Wall of China from space? I want them to look down and see the Great Wall of humanity changing because of something Mr. Mufar started. Whether it's a color and you see it changing across the world, the color of hope. Well, yeah, maybe some of us only have a 1 inch toothbrush. Some of us have a, a, a spray can. I mean, whatever we can do. And remember, I know a lot of people think always do the comparison. Well, I'm not a movie star, or I'm not this speaker, and I'm not. Doesn't matter. All the people we think about in history, they weren't that person until became that person. You can be what you want to be. Just get that out of your head. And I've seen it my whole life. I shouldn't have made it the levels I did at work, but I believed I could. And then it went from belief that I knew I would. I think I can and I know I will. Those are phases in your life. I think I can have a better life. Then you can come in this business and then you know you will. That's powerful. The heavy part of it will be done for you. So I want to share this with everybody I can. Like I said, I'm doing another video that focuses on people because I believe the power of the company is the people. And I believe the tools are just fuel. So I want to fuel up everybody and everybody have smile, not have to worry about. That's one stress you could take away. Imagine taking stress away, whatever it is. A family that a poor lady doesn't feel well. She's sick and she's got to walk 5 miles to go get water. It's like, well, I don't have to do that. You're right. But there's thousands of people that do. And not only that, when they put the water in the container, they have to pray it doesn't kill them. So we got a lot of work to do. Like Ash said, he can only do so much as one man. But what are we going to do as a massive amount of people, a movement of take care of yourself and then let's lift everybody up? I think that's so cool. I wake up every day with a smile knowing no matter who's sick, whatever I got going on, the money is not enough. People are getting sick. I'm hearing more and more about diseases and people. I mean, it's sad, but I really believe we're getting prepared to open the door and see light finally. How long? How many seasons will we live in something where we're uplifting others? I don't know, but I know one thing: I can't wait. And like Gershwender said yesterday, he said he never seen Ash so excited and so positive, and that's true. Me and Chris see it a lot, really a lot. When I email text him, brother, I hope you're having a better day, 1 to 10. He said 3,000. So that was his last comment. Anyway, so let's get moving. I'm going to turn it over to Chris. He's got some stuff he wants to share with God, and then we'll get moving. By the way, I was hoping that that Julie Pierre would be on because we're going to St. Lucia, and I kind of dedicated it to her and her daughter because they're going through a lot, and her daughter is amazing. She came on and sang one day, sang like an angel, and then when she talks, she has wisdom of somebody 4 times her age. Really, probably because she's had a pretty tough go at it. But I pray that God holds her in his arms and she gets better. Anyway, Chris, it's all yours.
I got a question for you. Are you going to talk in Julie Pierre slang?
No.
No. That's too funny. It's a private thing we do on trivia. Julie's accent sometimes and where she's from, the words come out totally different than we understand, and it's always fun. We do that with everyone.
And what's funny, she'll say something, then we look at her funny, and she looks around the screen looking.
She gets mad.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
Thailand, this is how we say it.
this is my accent, and this is how we say it. Narelle comes on and says, what does she say, her accent? She said something yesterday, and we went, what?
I have to say this, though, Norelli. Happy birthday, by the way. I told Marty last night, he called me. I said, now we understand when people come on from other countries, how they don't know a lot of the questions. Now, Norel shot us with a bunch of Australian questions last week.
Oh, my God.
We didn't have a clue. So it's always good. All right. Good morning, brother. I love you. I love every one of you. TikTok, if you're new to this, we love you too. Something exciting we love talking about. Today's birthdays, a lot of them. Narelle, you share your birthday with quite a few people. Mohammed Abul Basir Amin, happy birthday to you. Tony Lewis, happy birthday to you. Another Mohammed Jahrul Haki Joni, happy birthday to you. Jim Lihani Bauer, happy birthday to you. Miniki Chakma, happy birthday to you. I'm terrible with these names. Duseka Jovanich, happy birthday to you. Motion Alam, happy birthday to you. Elsie Patch, hope you're doing great. Happy birthday to you. Narelli Warcon, 76 years old. Happy birthday to you. And she's really not 76, guys, so calm down. And then Josie Vincent, a buddy of mine, happy birthday to you. All right. So we got a couple of new prayers today.
Wait a minute. You can't say she's 76 for 24 hours and then call it back. The damage is done.
I know. It's
trying to get out of it. Go ahead.
So Judy Miller texted me yesterday. She says, hello, Captain Chris. Tomorrow is Russ's 1-year anniversary of getting his new kidney. Thank you, God, ever so humbly. Amen. And he also went from size 44 pant down to 36. So Russ, the boat builder, I call him, congratulations. We're still going to keep praying for you. And thank you, Judy, for letting me know. Judy Miller also has a great prayer group that I get a lot of my stuff from. So, Julie, thank you for all your help. Go out fishing with that guy, will you? I got a message from Charles Gray. He broke his wrist. He said, I'm out of it. I broke my wrist. Let's say some prayers for Charles. William DeLorme sent a video through Minnow asking us to do Ottawa, Canada. William, that's on your list. We're also praying for you. If you don't know, William had a fall about a month ago away from his home. He's now coming back to his home. So prayers for safe travel, William. Neil Cope, I forgot to mention his wife's name is Pam. We're praying for her and Neil. Chang Yang, we're praying for you for healing. Stacy Mackus and Richard Mackus, we're praying for you for your healing for your back, Stacy. We're going to keep Norelli Warcon on here and her sister because we love them. Prayers for your healing. Manu's neck and her sister, we're going to keep them on there for praying. AR Francine, we're going to keep you on. And then I got a couple of updates here from Angie Lynn. She said, please keep my son Tyler. Thanks for including Tyler on your prayer list. It's much appreciated. He's doing much better. Only 4 more weeks until he's released to go back to work. Fingers crossed. They can't live on one income for much longer. Man, I really hate to hear that, but they can't live on one income for much longer. But thank the Lord for he is healing okay. Even after taking a bad fall when he tripped over slippers in the walkway, couldn't catch himself and slammed his head into the dresser. Oh my goodness. Real good for the spinal surgery in the neck area. But still, he's doing okay now. That's why we keep praying. So thanks for the update, Angie Lynn. Dane and Darius, we're keeping you in our prayers, fighting these cancer things. Jeanette and Jarrett Muller, we're keeping you for healing prayers. Lena Usao, we're keeping you in there for lots of prayers for your family. Fat Mata, I hope you're doing better. Send me a update, Fat Mata, how you're doing. Dixie Crab, excuse me, Dixie Crabtree also sent me an update. Now, this is why we keep praying. Listen to this. Darren update. On my brother Darren, he was moved from intensive care to the VA hospital last Monday. He had his face reconstructed, metal plates, 9 broken ribs. Man, I had 2. I don't know what that must feel like. 3 fractures in his leg, 1 surgery that's done. 2 more upcoming and surgery on his collarbone. He's in a lot of pain. He's on a lot of meds, and it'll be many months of healing for him. He's not a patient man. So many days he's riled up and kind of angry. I get that. I understand that. He is very thankful that he's alive and believes that God saved him for something. Not sure what that is, though, she says. Thank you for all the prayers and the others that are praying. He's alive and healing. Thank you. So, Dixie Crabtree, thank you for the update. That's why we continue prayer, guys. We heard he got an accident, but now you hear what he's going through because of the accident. Horrible. Mary and Oliver Aguilar, we're praying for healing. Harold Fox, my brother. Mark Olson, we're praying for you guys. Ruthie Pace, you want to say it today, Marty? Go ahead. Oh, wait, he's not on the same page. We love you, Ruthie. He's like, oh, Chris, why do you do that to me? Dave Roseski, Cindy Hopkins, we're praying for you too. As a reminder, David Switzer's brother passed again. And David, we're praying for you. Sorry your Chiefs didn't win. I was rooting for you, brother. Pat Parent with the breathing issues. Joyce and Melvin Hicks, we love you. We know you're going through a lot. We're praying for you. Robin Noble, her sister, her family, they're going through a lot. Let's keep them in our prayers. Red and Jane's mothers, we're going to keep them in our prayers. Chloe and Julie, who this is dedicated to today from St. Lucia, we're praying for you constantly. I also want to give a shout out for Brian. I can never say his name right. Brian has made some amazing videos. Not for him. He shines a light on a lot of people. Brian, I can never say your last name, but Brian, thank you for the videos. Amazing. They're really good, dude. You're really getting good at that. Pray for P&G. Keep them strong, good weather, healing powers for that whole island, and what it's going to be like when we take off and what that island's going to, or what P&G is going to look like. Ash Mafar, praying for his children, his wife, himself, strength, a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, and thanks for keep doing what you're doing, brother. We do appreciate it. Marty, his family's sick. Let's pray Marty for his wife and kids and grandkids that they get better and Marty don't catch it. It's just going around, guys. Be very careful out there. Lots of things, lots of viruses floating around. It's wintertime. What I want to touch on a little bit today, I noticed some posts today showing the office in Hyderabad. Listen, a successful business doesn't mean they got a pretty building, okay? Buildings go up, buildings go down. A successful business is based on the drive that the CEO has to keep this going. We don't need a pretty building to make us successful. We're already successful because there's other things in the pipeline that is going on. Some things had to be done because things weren't working right. So some things had to be moved or turned or shut. That's it. Don't make a big deal about it. Ash Mafar has got this 100%. He's got things, like I said, in the pipeline that's going to blow you all away. But don't concentrate on one thing. Think about everything, what he's doing. Multiple streams of income, products, saving humanity, fixing humanity. There's so many things out there that we should be thinking about. Sometimes we concentrate, and I'm the biggest fault. We concentrate on a lot of negative stuff. Don't do that. Chris, I say, don't do that, Chris. Yep, you heard me. Let's concentrate on the good things that this company is doing and it's about to do. Let's concentrate on the people like the Sherry Dursaways, the David Switzers, the Pat Parents, the Norel Workons, the Yvonne Muckets that get out there. And there's a lot of you every single day and do a webinar, do a live to tell people how great this company is. We haven't gone anywhere. We haven't gone anywhere. That's a positive thing because people still have the faith and the belief in what Ash Mafar is doing. And I love that about it. I didn't get any bad messages today. Let's put it that way. Beautiful messages. Thank you, Gershman or Dylan, for coming out yesterday and telling us about a wonderful phone call he had for Ash. Very inspiring. That went viral. Thank you to everyone that actually like and subscribe to our YouTube channels and Gersh Menders. And we got to get Bill Muss up to 100,000 too. He's almost there. Let's keep those prayers going for the success through all of us for this company because it's not going nowhere. It's a big secret. This company is not going anywhere. Don't let someone scare you because they wrote some words or made a video. We know the truth. You know the truth. And when Ash Mafara shares his story, I guarantee you're going to have tears, but you're going to have a smile from ear to ear because it's an amazing story. It's an amazing story of a guy whose drive never quit, keeps going, not for himself, but for all of us because he believes in people. He believes in helping people. He always has his entire life from a young boy. So don't ever forget that. Ash Mafara cares about every single one of you. He really, really does. The private conversations that we have once in a while, that's all he talks about. He talks about you individuals. So please keep that in your heart and your mind. Keep the faith. Stay positive. Turn away from negativity and just keep moving forward. We are going to blow this world crazy, crazy good. Smiles in every country. No more starving kids. No more kids without clothes. No more people on the streets. These are just three of the things that we are going to change in this world. Not in one day. It might take a little time, but I guarantee you this. It's going to be mind-blowing, and you're part of it. Remember that. How many things you think about in your lifetime? Man, I wish I could have gotten it. Wish I could have been part of it. I don't want to come on one day and say, oh, yeah, I'm extremely wealthy and successful. I want to hear, oh, my gosh, this company changed people's lives that never had a chance. That's what this company is all about, giving people the hope, the chance, the opportunity to change things in their community, their country, and we are just going to go wild with it. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
I've been messing with Gene for the last 5 minutes. Uh, anyway, by the way, John Barella told Norel, hey, don't feel bad. I'm 76. He doesn't know. John, by the way, you look really good for 76. Holy cow. Anyway, the Norel's not 76. Norelli, whatever you want to call her. Chris put that out there.
He asked me, Chris, why do you call her Norelli? I've always, if you look at her name, that's kind of how it sounds out to me, but I like Norelli. I think she likes it. It's a cool Norel or Norelli. Norelli's, I give everyone nicknames. You're Ding Dong, right?
Yeah. And sometimes it's what comes to you when you see someone. Like dumbass.
That's his word.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm going to go to the video. I tried to get a hold of Julie, but I haven't seen her here. That's okay.
He's working.
Yeah, probably. I think she's an hour ahead of us, even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. And there's her flag up there. It's a neat looking flag, man.
Oh, I never seen that. It's cool looking.
Yeah, it is. Hello, everybody. We're going to St. Lucia. Really happy about this because I have very close friends, I would say family. Julie and her daughter Cleo live in St. Lucia. They're wonderful. I look at them as family. Julie's my little sister, and Cleo's my granddaughter. Okay, she going through a lot of hard times. She's an angel, sings like an angel. She needs a lot of prayer, and that's what we're doing. And everything's going to be okay. Anyway, I'm in the business for 20 20 years online full time. It's I looked at it because I had to. I was wound up on disability, and I was looking for a way to make money. I needed it. I thought if other people can make money online, I can too. I got a computer, and obviously I can't work anymore. They wouldn't let me go back. I love my job. I traveled around the world. Anyway, I started 20 years ago, and I probably did 50 different businesses. In the beginning, I did everything. I invited friends and family. I did schoolwork. A school list. I called, got 50 no's, all that stupid stuff. All said and done, met a couple gentlemen 10 years ago. We joined together. We learned how to market. We built good sized teams. But then there was another thing that reared its ugly head. And what was that? You can't bring anybody with you if you do build a team. And I found myself feeling like it was a dirty thing to do because we start to make a little money, and I've got people working as hard as we do. They just don't have the skills. One thing, they don't have the time. It has nothing to do with how smart you are. And I'm telling them when they get one customer in 3 months, you're doing great. Keep this up. You're going to be a millionaire. What a liar. They're not going to make it. The person or 10 people they have to quit before you got to have a lot of eyes looking at what you're doing. So 6 years ago, I was ready to throw in the towel because, I mean, I understand people can do it and stop taking it so personal. I couldn't. I couldn't keep going and knowing that. And I learned to dig faster than people quit. That's MLM. Bring in people quicker than they quit. That's not a business, not for me. So anyway, I thought, man, there's got to be a business out there where they treat everybody fair. It's a win-win. If you get people to come and they stay and they buy, everyone wins. If you just share the wealth, not creating wealth, but sharing it. Anyway, so along comes this business, and it's exactly what I was looking for. It took me 14 years, but I found it, or it found me. And the company's designed, AI company designed with heart. And the motto of the company is, we're going to help you build a business. We're going to help you live your dreams. When you fill up your cabinets, you maybe change your car, or maybe pay off school debt, maybe get debt free. At that time, the only thing the CEO would want us to do is we got what we need, that in turn, let's join together and uplift humanity. And I thought, my gosh, that's what I want. And because of that, because it was drawn by heart and like-minded people, in a very short amount of time, probably 19, 3 years, about 1 million people joined from every country in the world. And now they're still working on the foundation before we launch to the world. People say, why does it take so long? Do you want them to launch something that's going to last 90 days? This is global. It's different laws in every state, just in the United States. How many countries are in Africa? 55, 56? It's massive. This is massive. You got about 200 countries in the world, different laws, but it's going to launch to the world soon. And it's something that can change lives. And it just makes me extremely happy to be part of it. So what I'm doing now is I'm going country to country. I want to dedicate this to Julie and her daughter because they're from St. Lucia, and I know them very well, and I just wanted to do this country for them. I'm going to do them all. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the country. I went through and researched how much they make as far as income, monthly and yearly, but I broke it down in the US dollar, and then I'm going to break it down in the hypothetical product with a hypothetical commission to show you how quick you can build your money and one day make it enough to be a walkaway income. This is not get rich quick. Anybody tells you that, Walk away, run away. It sounds good. We all fall for it, but please don't. I'm not going to try to talk you into coming here, but I definitely want you to look at it. At the end of this video, there'll be a small clip, 3 minutes long. It'll give you kind of the outskirts of my best view of what this company's about. And if you're interested, you can be put on a list. And when it launches, you could be notified. You come in free, check it out, then you decide. You don't need to be pressured. If you got to be pressured, it can't be that good, right? And I'm 65 and game playing, I'm done with that. Time's too short. Anyway, so let me go to St. Lucia. What we're going to do is we're going to have a $100 product, hypothetical, product A, and we're getting paid 25% commission, which would be $25 on every sale. The average income in St. Lucia is 2,878 XCD, which is East Caribbean dollar. And then we have 34,540 XCD, Caribbean dollar, a year. So I had to break it down in the US dollar so I understand it. So it's $1,066 a month. Yearly, it's $12,400. And here's the commission it would take to match that at a 25% commission. So at 43 sales in a month, $100 product, and we were paid 25% commission. Do I believe we'll get paid 25% commission? I do. I do. Could it be more? Yes. It could be less. I don't think it will, but it could be. But let's remember something that's very important because it's probably racing to your mind right now. Well, I don't know how to market. There'll be tools that'll help you build your business. They build it so everyone can win. So keep that in mind. The real good thing is the products that are being sold are in high demand. You're not offering something that nobody wants. And by the way, it'll be above market value. So if they do a comparison with anybody, anywhere, we'll knock them off the chart. So if somebody's already buying a video conferencing platform or every month, and they could get it 10, 20, 30, 40% cheaper, and on top of that, get more gadgets, more AI, it does more, it has more features, it's higher technology, above market value, and you get paid a commission. Would you do it? You don't need to be convinced. If you need it, of course you would do it. Okay. Monthly commission 43 times $25 commission, boom, 1,075, 1,066 at rounded high. That's it, 43 sales. 496 sales a year would give you $12,400 a year. But let's not do crazy. Let's do 20%. All right, so you got 4.3 plus 4.3 equals 8.6 times 25% commission, $215 extra a month. Well, I'm sure Julie, if she had an extra $215 a month, she can find something to do with it. Definitely. It's a big deal. And let's not compare 250 to somebody in the United States or Canada. I mean, everybody around the world is different. Okay, that's 20%. Now let's do times two. 430 extra in her pocket or in her purse. Could she find something to do with it? Could she use it? Yeah, it's starting to give you less stress. Now let's remember, we're not going to have one product. The products that come out into your virtual store are going to be above market value and they're going to be in high demand. And remember this, if you've got, let's say, 43 customers that bought product A, and the next month product B comes out, what happens? Some of the people that you already have are going to buy that one too. Why? Because they're buying it now. And this is better and bigger and better. And on top of that, you're using the tools. And now you got 43 people, 50 people, 100 people. Third product comes out. Some of them buy both. This is powerful. Trust me. Leveraging, it happens. And then there's a thing that's going to happen that you don't have to do anything. It's called word of mouth. If I got something that did really, really well, it's really much cheaper because the bottom line is what counts. You don't think I'm going to tell my friends and family? It's not marketing, but people market every day and they don't even know it. So it's pretty powerful. Anyway, let me move down. This breaks down what I just said. So it shows you step by step how you can one day match your salary, and that means you have double the income you would have in St. Lucia if you had 43 sales at $100 product, 25% commission. You'd have an extra $1,066 to walk around and dance or hang out on the beach. Julie knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, this breaks down average income, conversion. And here's something cool. This is what I want to break down and start talking about the country. Uh, Top products and export. St. Lucia is a leading export with beer production being a significant industry, 11.3 million. I had no idea. No wonder why she's happy all the time. I'm just kidding. Bananas. Once a dominant export, bananas remain vital to the agriculture sector. 5.3 million. Products exported. Gravel and crushed rock. Extracted from the island's quarries, these materials are essential for construction. $5,710,000. Paper containers. Manufactured local, these export to various markets. 3.37 million. Refined petroleum. Processed and exported to neighboring regions. 2.8 million. Here's some interesting facts. Named after a woman, St. Lucia is the only country in the world named after a historical woman, St. Lucy of Syracuse. I think that's right. Well, named after a woman named Lucy. Pretty cool. This is really cool. Nobel Prize winners. Despite its small size, St. Lucia has produced two Nobel Prize winners. Sir Arthur Lewis for economics in 1979, Derek Watcott for literature in 1992. For a little country, that means there are a lot of brains in that country. Unique flag. The flag of St. Lucia features a blue field with a white and yellow triangle in the center, symbolizing the island's natural features and culture heritage. They got a drive-in volcano, home to the world only drive-in volcano. Sulphur Springs Park allows visitors to drive right up to a volcanic crater. That's pretty cool. Diverse geography. The island boasts varied landscapes including mountains, rainforests, volcanic beaches, coral reefs, making it a popular destination for nature enthusiasts. Anyway, the rest of this is for my YouTube. I want to tell everybody thank you very much. This was exciting. And like I said, there's a 3-minute video attached to this. Check it out. There'll be an email in the video. I want to be on the list, and they'll send it to you as soon as we launch. Whatever you do, check it out. Doesn't cost anything. Don't let anybody talk you into it. If you don't want it, I wouldn't do it either. But if you get the facts, then you can decide. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Julie and Cleo. This is for you. Bye.
Chloe.
Hey, you know what? You have a partner every day, and you ask him, "How do you spell it?" And he gives you the wrong spelling while I'm on the live, and he gives me the wrong. And then when he gives it to me, because I trust him, which was stupid, I put it out there, and he goes, "Oh, dumbass." So he sets me up, and then calls me a dumbass. Oh,
If you would have heard what
unbelievable.
if you would have heard what he wrote me, I couldn't stop laughing. But it's Chloe. I'm not even sure. I see Vavine spelled it that way. Yeah.
We all know it's Chloe. Got it. All right. God, I'm sitting there saying, yeah, how's it spelled? How's it spelled? And he puts out. I should have known. He probably couldn't spell it anyway. But that's what happens when you take somebody's word. I love that flag though. That is a neat looking flag.
Yeah.
The
Can't
triangle. I've never seen one like it.
can't
Pretty
spell that
cool.
wrong.
Anyway, what else? What else? What else? What else? I think this is going to be a fairly quick one. Wow, 41 minutes anyway. Anybody have any questions or anything out on the chat area?
Nah, they're just
Yeah,
all making good comments. A lot of good
20,
comments.
2020 definitely was a huge growth. I remember 2020 in June, I believe, was 100,000, and by the next year it was a million. Yeah, because it was during the pandemic. People are social creatures; they wanted somewhere to go. It was perfect, and we all got together. We got to know each other. So yeah, it was beautiful. So
And
even a bad time turned out to be a good thing.
yeah, and Gene's corrected me. It's Vavine. Vavine. Sorry, Vavina.
We are never ever going to get names right. All right, so get that, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Listen, they've been calling me Chris CRIS for since I started. It's okay. Oh Lord.
Thank
Good.
you both so much for always. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, we're just doing what we like doing. It's Red's not coming on, right? It does. He doesn't come back to
He's not
Wednesday.
coming back Thursday, I think. He took
Oh, Thursday.
Wednesday to Wednesday off.
Anyway, everybody, stay the course. Don't panic. Don't worry about something. Marty, Humphrey. Yeah, I know. I
George,
know.
explain how Norrell tried to give us a hint.
No, because I told him I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I did it. Sorry.
We are so blessed with them. And you know what's really a cool thing, a thing to think about? Ask shut the door on founders coming in June of 2022, almost 2 years ago. Really. That's why when people are thinking he's greedy, if he's greedy, that was dumb because 30,000 people were coming in sometimes a day. So now he had enough. And now what we got to do is get everybody thinking the right direction, trying to get focused. I don't want anybody left behind. I want you to visualize this. There's a bullet train pulling up to the station. We're not getting a hint to when it's going to be here. We're already at the train station. Have your stuff packed and be ready to go. That's all. And listen, it's going to be a ride of a lifetime. I'm I really put listen, it's not hard for me to think that in a year's time we have 50 million people. Really. Why wouldn't we? We didn't advertise. Word of mouth of potential uplifting humanity, good-hearted people, and we brought in 1 million people in a year. What happens when we advertise? What happens when we have products to add to it that are above market value? I mean, think about all this. Yeah, it would not surprise me in a year's time, 50 million people, maybe more. Really, 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 really. So,
Look at the cell phone. People every year get one, maybe every year, every 2 years. Why? Because the camera is better. Come on.
that's
Come on.
it. That's it.
Millions and millions of people flock to get it because the same, everything's the same, but the camera's better. That's the true story on that. It's funny if you think about it, how silly and simpleton we are. Oh my God, I got to get that better camera.
And guys, look, because I promised Narelle, here's what you can do. Ask Narelle, how would you get somebody to say Humphrey Bogart if you're not allowed to use any words? And she did show us, and it just confused the hell out of me because I don't know anybody named that. But it was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun. We played the women. It was me, Chris, my little buddy Mamadou,
Brian Crow,
and Brian. Brian was there. Who else was there? Any guys? No.
us four guys, I think.
Us four against
The Twisted Sisters.
the Twisted Sisters and the rest of the pit bulls with lipstick. And to put it mildly, as mild as I can, they beat the pee out of us.
Yeah, they did.
They did, and laughed, and they're ruthless, ruthless. And guess what Narelle did? It's her birthday. So what was the questions? Australia. And I realized I know nothing about Australia. So now I know how they feel when they talk about the U.S. But it was a lot of fun.
About that veggie patch or whatever we were talking
about. No. It's Vegemite.
Vegemite. Never heard of it.
Huge. It's huge there.
Yeah, I never even heard of it.
It's like peanut butter to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to look it up, but you can get it.
15 minutes explaining to us what it was.
No, I mean, I saw it one time when I was watching. It might have been that travel show with where he goes from place to place. Yeah, Bourdain.
Bourdain.
And he brought up that little jar of Vegemite. And I'm like, what? Oh, it was like a religion for them. Let me think of what else. Usually, if me and Chris have free time like this, we get in trouble. So,
don't forget Williams, Ottawa, Canada. Ottawa, Canada. You ought to see William. He grew like a beard because he can't really shave right now.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Well, I can't hear you.
Well, then your headset's going bad.
My headset's fine, Chris. Check your freaking volume.
Then how can you hear me what I just said?
Oh, he got it. How many times I get him with that?
He's a bonehead.
Anyway,
William looks 20 years younger with this beard on his face. I didn't even recognize who it was.
I didn't recognize who it was. Wasn't sure what he wanted either, but I got it now. And he wants it by Friday?
I think so. That's when he's leaving to come back home, I think.
Okay. Oh. No. You know what made Narelle laugh last night was the question after it. It added to it. She was almost passed out laughing. I can't remember what it was. Narelle, what was the question after you did the hump?
Oh, the little boy. The little boy name.
Little boy is something, yeah.
Name. Some kind of, what does something mean with a little boy? And it's a Spanish word. Some Spanish word with, that means little boy. It was, I can't remember it now.
Whatever.
I got Richard on here. What up, Richard? He's the gentleman I met in Florida. His wife is having some pain issues in her back. Great guy.
Richard, who?
I got it on there. Mackius, if I said it right.
Hello, Richard. How you doing, Richard?
He's a good guy. Good guy. You're all good people to me. I love y'all.
Anyway, so trying to think what's going on today, Chris. Anything exciting? We could use some help at 9:30 trivia, men.
Man, you might just give up on that. People aren't going to show up.
It's not for the faint of heart. Good-hearted people.
Yeah, if you're bored, come on, it's fun.
I stand with Brother Ash. Of course we do. Just listen. I want to emphasize this over and over and over. When you're walking through life, and if Ash comes to mind, it's time to pray for him. because his life is moving at 100 miles an hour from all directions. A
That's
bad weather in Spanish
El Nino. That's
means,
the answer.
oh, yeah, yeah, that's right. A little boy. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Melanie.
Melanie's the one that got it, right?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go and be nice to each other, uplift each other.
Don't be like
Don't
me and Marty.
don't share a lie. Stay the truth. And what was that thing you said that Red went all over the place with it?
Oh, don't sway, just stay.
There you go. Chris came up with a rhyme.
What do you know? And what it just happened. It just popped into my brain.
Theta said she loves Marty and Chris.
I love Dita.
Thank you, Theta. We love you too. Let me see. El Nino. Thank you, John Barella. Shout out to John too. John's always working behind the scenes. Thank you, John. It's a
She's explaining about Vegemite. I like that about the beer. I didn't know that about beer from St. Lucia.
no. I like how when Norelle explains it, and her explanation is also something we never heard of. You know what I mean? It's like Marmot and Oprah Moat. Yeah, okay, I got you now.
Dude, her English. No idea. I've never even heard those two words. Marmite. All right, what do you think?
I think I'm shutting it down.
I think so.
I'm not feeling real well, by the way.
I'm feeling a lot better. I'm gonna go outside today in the snow.
Yeah, but you should feel guilty.
I don't feel guilty. I rest.
You gave this to my whole family.
I tried wiping my screen before it came on. Oh, it's going.
Anyway, love y'all. Everybody's in the house. Thank you, Gershmender, for coming on yesterday. Everybody,
Charles Miller wants to come to trivia.
Who?
Charles Miller said he'd love to come to trivia.
Really beautiful. Tell him how to get there.
Yeah, I don't know who Charles.
Where do you see Charles Miller at?
Right here.
Oh, Charles. Yeah, we could do something for you. Charles, can you messenger Chris?
Or Marty's on passivenation@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. On passivenation@gmail.com, say, I want to come on trivia and try to help these horrible men. Hey, Colin said, you said it all, Chris. We're going to change the world. You're right, Colin.
Of course I said it all, Collins.
Just remember something. Chris isn't somebody you yell to if you fall off a boat and say, I need a life preserver. He'll throw you a brick.
I'll laugh first. How'd you fall, dummy? I'm a good swimmer. I jump in there. Unless there's sharks, I'll say, well, let me see if I can find you a rope.
then you would find out I was faking and I drowned you in the water and get back in the boat. I'm just kidding.
I just don't like sharks.
They don't eat pork.
And I eat lots of pork.
The men need all the help they can get. Norelli. Oh, that's not it. Where'd it go?
That was nice what Gene said yesterday. Theta put in there about the river. I kind of like that. I really like that, actually. On Heroes.
What was it?
She was talking about to stay in the river. Don't go to the side. You know, I can't remember the word she used.
Oh, yeah. It was very good.
Tributations, was it? I can't remember what she said. In that
look at what Norelli said.
Yeah.
She's right. She's right. Now listen, they don't count the 1,000 times we beat them before that, right?
Yeah. All I know is when she walks out her front door, there's snakes, crocodiles, and spiders everywhere.
Saltwater crocs. Stop saying crocodile. These are monsters. They can eat Chris Johnson.
Oh, yeah. That would be my biggest fear. Getting eaten alive.
No, I just never visualized being crapped out of another animal. Anyway,